A random sample of monthly gasoline prices was taken from 2005 and from 2011. The samples are shown. Use alpha equals 0.01. Can it be concluded that the gasoline cost less in 2005? Use the p-value method. So the first step is to determine our claim. We know we're doing a difference between two means because they give us two sets of data. And they say, okay, so we also need to use the p-value method. For our claim, it says, remember H naught is always equal to. Can it be concluded that the gasoline cost less in 2005? So they want to know if 2005 is less than 2011, which is our claim. And as you can see, we've already kind of started our chart here to save some time. And we need to calculate these values in our calculator. So you go to Stat, Edit tab, and hit Edit. And as you can see, I've already put all my values in here. L1 is for mu1 and L2 is for mu2. So we get out of that, we hit Stat, Calc first for our stats, and let's do L1 first, calculate. So x bar 1 is 2.563, sample center deviation 1 is 0.361, and N1 is 6. So let's go plug those back into our chart here. We have x bar 1 is 2.563. Sample center deviation 1 is 0.361. And 1 is 6. And degrees of freedom is 5. So let's go do the same thing for 2011. And I already have that data in L2. So we'll just hit Stat first for our stats. And we'll change that to L2. Calculate. So x bar 1 is 3.76. All right, let's go to 3 decimal places. So 3.767. S2 is 0.332. And N2 is 7. Let's plug those in. So we have 3.767. We have 0.3327, and our degrees of freedom is 6. Now remember, our degrees of freedom 1 is smaller, so we're going to use 5 over 6. So the next step is to calculate t. I already have our equation here. So let's just plug our values into there. We have x bar 1 is 2.563 minus 3.767 minus 0, remember that's just 0, over square root S1 0.361 squared over 5 plus 0.332 over 7. Oh, S2 is supposed to be squared. And let's go plug that into our calculator. So we have 2.563 minus 3.767 divided by the square root of 0.361 squared divided by 6 plus 0.332 squared divided by 7. So we get t to be negative 6.22. So now that we have that, oh, I forgot to draw a distribution. So based on this, we have a left-tailed test, which works out perfectly because t came out to be negative. So we have negative 6.22. So now we have to look for our range for our p-value in our chart using degree of freedom of 5 because it says to use the p-value method. So our degrees of freedom is 5. So we're going to be looking at these values here. And our t value is 6. And so the biggest value we have here is 4.032. And based off of our one-tailed test, p has to be less than 0.005. So if P is less than 0.005, and our alpha is 0.01. We have P and alpha. P is less than 0.005, and alpha is 0.01. P is less than alpha, which means we reject. Reject H naught. There is enough evidence to support the claim.